Hello and welcome to I Can't Believe This Got Greenlit, a show where we discuss movies from our childhood, our nostalgia from watching them as kids, how they got made, and our experiences rewatching them as adults. I'm one of your hosts, Nick Warner, and joining me, as always, Matthew Pelton.
I can't get over the best man thing. We gotta watch this.
We're not putting this in the show.
No, we have to put this in the show.
We're starting with this?
Yes.
All right, let's talk about it.
Let's
get air out
over
all
it.
your grievances before we bring on our guest.
Okay, Nick. Sorry, I know we have a great guest, but you're gonna have to wait because
we'll get
I'm
to her in
furious.
a moment.
Okay, Nick.
Yeah.
We met 2020 or 2021?
2020 at the end of the year. No.
Okay. It was at the end of the semester.
End of the year 2020, yes.
So we have been best friends for 6 years.
Correct.
We have a company together.
Yes.
We make movies together.
Correct.
We do every podcast together.
Yes, except the ones that you don't show up to.
Don't worry about those. I am good friends with Maddie. I love Maddie. She loves me.
Yes.
I'm the best man. I'm like the obvious choice.
Okay, so just for the audience who does not care about this, my best friends growing up, there was like a group of 6 of us, and we all agreed, like when we were younger, we were like, all right, at a certain point when we all start getting married, we're gonna like rotate, like we're basically just gonna go in order so everyone is someone's best man, and that was like our agreement. And then one of the guys got married and then didn't have like a really like big wedding, and it was just like a very personal thing, which is completely fair.
Was no one the best
man? But then
man?
that like broke the precedent. Yes,
So I'm
exactly.
in.
So then I was having this conversation with Maddie, and we both agreed that I
it
think
should be me.
has to be my brother, because I
No.
can't pick one of my best friends growing up and then one of my best friends now. I can't do it. I can't say you are the best of all of them.
First of all,
it's not.
I
gotta just keep it, in the bloodline.
I am the best of all of them. Let's just be honest here, okay? Sure. Growing up doesn't count. Who cares? Well, you know how many promises I made to 7-year-old kids when I was 7? Who gives a shit? So that is out.
Okay.
And your brother, listen. Are we really that close with him? And I say we as a unit. It's me and you, but I speak for you now.
You might not be. You're like the Lorax. You speak for the trees, and I am the trees.
Yes, you're welcome.
No. Okay. I feel that you are bringing this up to make it an official thing, and I am officially saying on the show that it is going to be my brother.
No.
I'm so sorry.
It's bullshit.
We're moving on. I am gonna bring in our guest because she has been so patiently waiting to come on. Oh, and she's
also leaving. She's probably just as upset that I'm not the best man
I think
as I
so.
am.
I was
But yes, we have
really
a
rooting for
very
Matthew.
special guest.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know
We have a
what?
very special guest on the show
third
today.
co-host.
Coworker, a friend, a brilliant mind, Brooke Elliott. Welcome to I Can't Believe This Got Greenlit. We're finally here. We're finally doing it.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
Welcome. I want people to know that before we start recording, we did agree that we'd team up on Nick today.
Yes.
And I think after
ready for it.
After that insulting thing he just said to me, I think we have to.
Yeah. She's Captain Cacao.
It's
We're
4
ready.
against 1.
That's true.
It is.
Me and Brooke do have our Captain
captains?
Cacaos from Epic Universe. Nick left his at the office
Wow.
because he doesn't care about them.
He's chilling with the
He's
shades
in the
on.
dark
He's
right
doing
now.
well.
He's in the
I know,
dust
he's probably
in the dark.
miserable. Like, his life is just a 9 to 5. He doesn't get to leave it, unlike Nick.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
You know what? Have your brothers, your best man. I don't want it. I don't even want to go.
No, you're not coming anymore?
I'm not going to the wedding.
Okay, perfect. I'll let Maddie know.
Wait, no. Don't tell her. Don't
Go
tell
for
her.
the food. Go for the food and the drinks. Come on.
There
And
you
then,
go.
yeah.
I'll go and be like, Maddie, congrats, Nick. How you doing?
Yeah,
Look at
see
the
you later.
buffet.
We're gonna have like your face just plastered all over the walls. Do not let this man eat.
At least you're not bitter,
No,
Matthew,
okay.
you know?
I know, this is ridiculous.
You're so-
like,
you're so
do you see
bigger.
what I deal with?
You're so, mature handling Nick
Thank
like this,
you.
you know?
That's, you know what?
Beyond
You're
my
right.
years. That's what I say.
If there's
beyond
one
my
thing
years.
that people consistently say about me is that I'm immature.
That is
Yeah.
true. And they always, when they meet the two of us, people always say I'm the wiser one and the more mature one.
Oh, like by a landslide. Like it's not even close.
really. Yeah. Okay, wait. Before we get to the movie, I can't get over this. I'm sorry. I'll make you a deal right now. And
Okay.
Brooke is here as my witness.
Yes. And the
If
whole
there's-
audience.
The whole audience of like 7.
Yes.
So if there is some sort of Matthew Pelton decoration at the wedding, I'll come down for my crusade of trying to become the best man.
Do you have any specific things in mind? Or
I
you
would
want me to get crafty with it?
I would settle for a cardboard cutout, life size.
Can I do bigger than life size?
Of course you can. I would
Great.
prefer if you did. I was trying to meet you in the middle.
No. Because you're right. This is this. It feels like I'm being offensive, and I feel like I do need to have some sort of Matthew representation.
It's true. It's objectively true. It's not a feeling. It's a fact,
right?
really.
And I know that, like, you know, the ego on my co-host here requires a cardboard cutout going into every room for, you know, him to feel good about the the situation.
This is true.
So I'll talk to Maddie about it. We'll plan and we'll budget and we'll get it there.
Yeah. Well, maybe not talk to her. Maybe just tell her. I think that's
okay. Sure.
preferred.
I'll dictate it. Yeah.
Yeah. Just really put your foot down. You know what I mean?
And the cardboard cutout, you are going to be wearing colors that match the theme of the wedding. Like, it's
course.
all going to feel like cohesive. It's going to be great.
Like, if I'm not best man, I want the wedding to be like, this is Matthew Pelton's wedding.
Yeah,
truly.
right. Everyone shows up and they're like, wait.
Like, on the wedding cake,
actually getting married here.
There better be you, Maddie, and me on that cake. I'm gonna lose it.
That's very true. Well, speaking of weddings, we are here today to talk about the 1998 film Ever After. And Brooke, I have to tell you, I feel like I've been killing it with the segues.
You've been killing it with keeping me on track.
And Brooke, we have to talk about the process of selecting this movie on the show today, because when I initially pitched you for the show and asked you to come on, we had a bit of discussion, and then we kind of, you know, parted ways. And then I asked you again, and you were like, Nick, I don't know. I don't know which movie. I have too many.
Oh, really?
So we got lunch one day, and we sat down and we hashed it out. We were like, all right, here are the movies that we want to cover. Let's talk about why we want to cover them. What could be good for the show. Exactly. So, yes, Brooke will definitely be back on the show because she has many ideas that align with our, you know, overall vision for the show. But we did land on Ever After because it was part of Brooke's childhood. So, Brooke, talk to us about Ever After and why you chose it for the show.
I mean, to be fair, I have a lot of influential movies of my childhood. I'm a very nostalgic person in general. But this film, I think it was the age I was at probably. I think I was probably like 8 or 9 when this movie came out. And it was like all about girl power then, I feel like. Becoming an older girl. And Drew Barrymore and her portrayal of Danielle is just like the most girl power. The way that she like saves herself in many situations. The way she speaks, she's so eloquent. She's kind of like angelic a little bit. But she continually puts Henry in his place. And that's why I love this film.
That is true.
Also, just like the entire vibe, it's gorgeous. I feel like this film is gorgeous.
It is a beautiful movie. I must say that.
Thank you.
Yeah, great, excellent work.
Appreciate it, man.
When we get to production, cinematography was done by Matthew Pelton.
It's true. It's true.
Years
before he was
you
born.
You haven't aged at all. Like,
he's doing so great. So, Pelton, have you seen this movie? When we initially talked about it, was it kind of like, hey, I'm excited to come back to this, maybe I forgot, or were you like, I've never heard of it?
I'd never heard of it.
Okay, great.
I didn't know what it was. I didn't know this movie existed at all.
I was in the same boat.
I will say something magical happened. Which is very fitting for this movie. Kind of a Princess Disney kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Is I never heard of it. Nick said, hey, Brooke is coming on. I'm like, I didn't know you got my sister as a guest. That's really weird. Turns out not my sister.
Right.
And we're doing a movie called Ever After. I'm like, what the hell is that? So I Googled it. And I struggled to find it because I did Happily Ever After because I was convinced that's what Nick texted and I couldn't find it anywhere.
Night at the Living Museum.
Yeah, that should be the title.
It's just the fireworks show. That's my movie.
Yeah. Exactly.
I feel like you theme park people would do that. Like, we just do a fireworks show from like Epic.
There is
That's
none.
gonna happen one of these days.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I never heard of it, and then when watching it, I had like this really weird, like flashback, or like what's the term in the Matrix? Like when the Matrix breaks, and you like
breaking of the Matrix.
I remember this, but like from like a past life or something.
Oh, Deja Vu?
Deja Vu. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Is that from the Matrix?
They had like one line about it. I don't know why I went for the Matrix there. But I had like a weird deja vu because the stepmom like the
Yeah.
wicked evil one.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I've seen this actress do this. So I'm like, maybe like I'm convinced I was walking past a television at one point when I was a kid and this was on.
I bet your
And I
sister
just-
watched it.
Probably. It seems to be
Yeah.
popular with Brooks. So that must be
Absolutely.
the answer.
Yeah.
So I don't think
part
I've
of our
seen it.
DNA.
But it's probably,
Yeah.
it's literally
You
built
have to watch
into
it.
Brooks' DNA. All Brooks have to watch ever after.
Yeah.
But I'm convinced I was out and about and somehow this was playing somewhere. It must have been.
Interesting. So you feel like you've seen it just in passing.
Yeah,
But you've
I
never
had a-
actually sat down to like have proper nostalgia or any like real memories
No.
about it. Okay.
When I was a
feel
kid, I was watching like Mission Impossible and John
Yeah,
Wick.
right,
and
right,
I was
right.
awesome, dude.
Breaking Bad.
I was eating nails for breakfast, bro. Let's go.
Exactly. So yeah, I was kind of in a similar boat where I had never heard of it, and then Brooke and I kind of started talking about it, and I was like, oh, like I found out very quickly that this is a very well liked, like
Yeah.
highly rated movie. I think it had like a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes or something
Yeah,
like
it's something
insane
insane.
like that.
Yeah,
And
show little respect.
exactly.
This Oscar-winning
Uh,
film.
No, but like I had never heard of it, and I had then realized in looking up the movie that I had seen that one image of Drew Barrymore in the costume at the end like so many times, and I was like, I never really put it together that it was from this movie until rewatching it, and I got to that scene and I was like, oh, okay, this is the only thing that I knew about this movie was that one image.
Do you think you knew it from watching it as a kid or just like
No,
through
just from
living?
the internet. I think it was
Oh, no
just like
shit.
a lot of places. I feel like it's been in like a lot of like mood boards
This
of like
picture?
old.
Oh, you mean that dress?
Yes, exactly.
You mean this one?
Yeah. But no, I you know, it shows up in so many like, because I think Brooke and I are very similar, where it's like we live in a lot of nostalgia, and that's like a lot of our
There's
feed.
no need to insult her like that.
She's
our guest, come on.
But no, I feel like it comes up in like a lot of like early 2000s, like late 90s core, like, you know, photo collages and that sort of thing. So I feel like that image has shown
That's
up
very
a lot of
90s.
places.
That's fair.
But I had never seen the movie, so it was a very interesting first watch, and we'll get to my thoughts about it when we get into plot. But before we do that, let's talk production. So this movie was directed by a guy named Andy Tennant, who directed It Takes Two, Fool's Rush In, and Fool's Gold. Brooke, I'm assuming you've seen at least one of those?
It Takes Two might be up there in the list of movies that I was
Really?
trying to decide from. That's a whole other podcast, but It Takes Two
Yeah.
is an icon in itself.
Another movie I've never heard of.
Yeah, all of the, as I was taking notes for this, it seemed like
Never.
the entire crew of this, like it was like their team. Like it was like they have done so many things together, and a lot of these show up. So I didn't bother repeating a lot of them, but like a lot of this crew really just like worked together throughout a lot of their careers, which is really interesting when you just think about career progression and, you know, working with people over the course of your career. And
You know what's very interesting? I wonder if any of them were like really close, and when they got married, they asked the other person to be their best man.
right.
'Cause
Yeah.
You're their creative partner,
I
best
can't.
friend.
yeah,
so weird,
and then
huh?
they ended up going with their brother, and then they never spoke again.
Never spoke
Their
again. And look what they're
podcast
doing now.
ended, and
Exactly.
It's all because of Ever After. So this
Ruined.
cinematography was done by Andrew Dunn, who again like worked with Andy Tennant on a lot of things.
Yeah,
but
I
also
think you meant
did
Matthew Pelton there, but that's okay.
right.
Andrew
Yes,
Dunn.
yeah, beautiful movie by Matthew Pelton. But yeah, he did Monkey Bone. If you've ever seen that, probably not. But The Count of Monte Cristo, Crazy Stupid Love, The Perks of Being a Wallflower, and Downton Abbey: A New Era.
Let's
saw
go.
that in theaters.
Yeah, because that was relatively recently. Did you see
Yeah.
that at Emerson?
I think I was at Emerson, but I saw it in
Yeah.
Connecticut.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, well, actually, okay,
Did you see it with anyone?
I saw it with my Brooke.
Okay, nice.
With me.
Was it
I
you
saw
taking
it-
her along? Was it you taking her along, or was it her being like, "I want to go see this"? You come
No,
with
it
me?
was neither. So I
Okay.
feel bad. I don't mean to rag on Downton Abbey. I don't know much about it.
Yeah.
But me and Brooke, we went to the theaters together. We go way back.
Yeah. I
And I
remember
think
this.
we just wanted to go see something, but whatever we were gonna see, we screwed up the showtime. It's like it was
Okay.
already playing. I'm like, hey, we drove all the way
Perfect.
out. Like, what else is there? And there was fucking Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
So I'm like, screw it. Why not? Like, I've heard good things about it.
Sure.
So we went to go see Downton Abbey. And then I was later told that within 20 minutes, it was just me and my sister in the theater. And there was the movie, and then there was the sound of... And I fully fell asleep for the full film.
Oh, no.
I don't remember a single thing about Downton Abbey.
So you hate a
That's
period
wild.
piece. That's what I'm hearing here.
Allegedly, yeah.
That's what I'm hearing.
But was
I'm so
was
sorry.
Was the movie pretty from the first 30 seconds of it that you saw?
I remember the popcorn tasted good.
Okay, that's good.
You'd have to ask
You-
Did
Brooke.
you get a bucket?
You just... I was going to
course
say,
I
he
got a bucket.
ate
Come
the
on
whole
now.
bucket, went to a food coma. Just slept through the whole thing. I love it. So, this movie was edited by Roger Bondelli. I think that's how you say his last name. But he
Nailed
was the
it.
editor of George of the Jungle. Live action.
future Greenlit movie.
Yeah, definitely one that we will cover in the future. Score was done by George Fenton, who did Gandhi, Groundhog Day, which I thought was interesting, Mixed Nuts, You've Got Mail, Center Stage, Lucky Numbers, among many, many, many more. I'm talking this guy is like doing like 3 to 7 movies a year. Crazy amounts of work. And he was nominated for 5 Oscars for...
Ever After.
Unfortunately, not Ever After.
Damn.
But he was nominated for 5 Oscars for score for Gandhi. He was nominated for that. Cry Freedom, which he was nominated for Best Original Score and Best Original Song. And then Dangerous Liaisons and The Fisher King. All of which I have never seen.
I've never even heard of him. Also, when you first said Gandhi, I didn't realize Gandhi was a film.
Oh,
I thought you meant like he just like did this music for like Gandhi would just walk around and music would play. like
Which,
that's
honestly,
awesome.
that'd be pretty sick. It'd be
Right?
pretty sick credit.
Also, like
I'd do the like
did you say
WWE
Center
theme
Stage?
music.
Did you say Center Stage?
I think so. Yeah.
Have you ever seen that film?
No.
Oh my god, iconic. That's probably another like very I don't know, like in a look into a woman's brain, a girl's brain. Center Stage.
Would it
Is
be
that-
like another greenlit choice for you?
Maybe. I don't know if you guys would, would like that film.
Uh-oh.
I'll be honest.
Okay.
The most equipped to
But-
handle
Fair.
that movie.
But the music is killer, so like that's why I looked
Okay.
up when you said it.
Okay,
that's good.
And You've
That's-
Got Me
and
is
also-
iconic, of course.
Yeah,
well,
You've
yeah.
Got Mail's great.
I've never seen You've Got Mail.
Oh
Interesting.
no,
It's-
Matthew!
I know, right?
I think I saw it once over COVID, so I don't remember much. But that was like during the COVID times where it was like we had so much free time, and I was like, I need to catch up with movies before I go to film
I'm
school.
like
Yeah.
blown away. I can't believe it.
It's
I'm so
it's
disappointed.
crazy. Well, so
You guys are like the
also
movie
for,
guys.
There's no popcorn bucket for it.
I guess.
for
I won't watch it.
for Pelton and for the audience, a lot of the reason, aside from obviously Brooke and I being friends, but a lot of the reason why Brooke is on the show to begin with, and the reason
my
I thought
family,
for the show,
so.
is because every so often in the office she'll just like start throwing out movie quotes, and I don't think I've ever like gotten a single one of them. And she's like, "Oh, you've never seen this movie?" I'm like, "No." Like I haven't at all. And this is one of them where she was like, "Hey, like you've never seen Ever After." I'm like, "I have no idea what this movie even is." And then same with like what is it? Little Princess? There's like a
Little
couple.
Princess.
Is that what that's called?
That was the other one that I was between A Little Princess, Ever After, and Rescuers Down Under.
Yes. And then you
I've
threw
heard
out
of
like
one of those.
you threw out like Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast, of
and
course.
Then definitely gonna have her back for Potter.
And The Potter. Mhm.
Because we'll
Okay.
get to that on the Potter episode, but I'm excited
time.
about that. But so yeah, I was like, we gotta do one of these movies so I at least know the quotes that you're throwing at me.
Wait, what did I quote to you?
This is the thing, I don't remember because this was before I
You
watched
didn't know the movie.
It was
So I
probably.
didn't pick up on it.
So I did write down a few of my favorite quotes, but I already know this one. And
Yeah.
it was probably "It looks like rain," because I always quote when Leonardo da Vinci says that, he's like, "It looks like rain."
Oh,
And
maybe.
she's in the water.
Wait.
But it's such a stupid quote because it's not even like nobody knows.
I think it's also
it's the
part
most
of it.
bizarre quote to choose.
I think what we're learning here is that I'm just an idiot at work. Like honestly, that's
No, but you know what? Makes for a fun time.
yeah.
Okay, so moving on. Now we are at my favorite part of the show, where you guys get to guess how much this movie cost and how much it made in the box office. Now, Brooke, with a very limited knowledge of film production, I would love to start with you on how much you think this movie cost to make and how much you think it made in theaters.
I'm going to say 50.
There you
50?
go.
And then Pelton, you want to jump in here?
Okay, this is tough because what was this, 98?
It's 98.
98. So I was -2, -3 at the time. -4. Wow, my dad's a math
-4.
teacher. That
We
was
can't
sad.
get into this conversation. Nick knows.
No, we can't. No, we can't. Brooke and I have had this conversation too many times.
Okay, I'm gonna assume the budget wasn't crazy, but there's like a
Okay.
lot of sets. They're all over the place. There's costumes.
Sure.
You know, there's a lot of like elements going on here. I'm gonna say budget was like $52.67 million.
So then for Brooke, the box office normally like a pretty great movie in the box office is around 100 million. And then anything above that is like a smash hit, you know, you make your money. And the general rule of thumb for a production to be successful is if you double its budget. So in this case, you guys are looking at around $100 million. And that would be considered like it makes its money back and it's a success. Anything above that would be like financial success.
Because usually
For
with budget, it
reference
doesn't include marketing. So
Right.
let's say a movie's 10 million, double it for marketing, 20 million they probably spent in total.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for reference, like the highest budget for a movie was probably Avatar, and then it also grossed the most amount of money in history, which was like almost $3 billion. So that's like the highest ever. But I'm like, we're still in that like lower, average-ish one. So Pelton, if you want to start, just to give Brooke
Sure.
like a little bit of grounds for a guess.
Okay, if I'm guessing, 52.67 million, which is going to be dead on accurate. It's
Dead
going to blow
on.
your mind.
That'd be crazy.
That would be insane.
I haven't heard of this, and I feel like it's not, like, super talked about.
Yeah.
Because I feel like at this point in my life, I would have. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm going to assume it didn't make a ton. If the budget was 52.67, which it was, I'm going to assume 6-7. I'm going to assume it made like I'm going to say it didn't do well. I'm going to say it made 54 million.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say it really didn't do that well.
You don't think it made a lot at all? Okay.
No.
All right. Brooke, what do you think this movie made in theaters?
I mean, I agree. I feel like for some reason I'm remembering it didn't do too well in the box office. Me personally, I didn't see it in theaters. My friend had it on VHS tape.
Like VHS? Yeah.
And I watched it over at her house. I probably was like spending the night or something. And and then the obsession began. And I begged my mom for the movie. I'm gonna say 60.
Okay.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
pretty yes.
We're in the same range.
So this movie cost $25 million to make. So again, considering the like scope of it all and the scale with with like all the sets and like relatively big names
pretty
and
good.
Yeah, it's pretty great. And again, the movie looks really great.
Yeah, they kind of crushed it for 25 million.
For 25 million to do a period piece is
I'm
extremely impressive. So that's great. And then in the box office, again, double it for marketing. So they spent around 50 million in total average, right? So anything over 50 million would mean it's like it's a success. This movie made $98 million in the box office. So
Good for the movie.
Did pretty damn well.
No, I'm like so happy for the movie. Wow.
Yeah, it did pretty great.
Okay.
And again, it's
really
critically
downplayed that.
acclaimed. A lot of people love it, and obviously that's the reason why we're covering it today. So more on production here. This movie was filmed, and this is part of the reason why it looks so great. It was filmed on Super 35 film stock, which, if you don't know,
I love that.
It's actual literal film that they had to like physically splice together and all of that fun stuff.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, sure. The process is a little grueling, but it
it's
makes for a much better looking
It's
product.
so
It
cool,
definitely
but,
feels
like-
nostalgic. You get that classic like filmic look, the really like nice grain that doesn't look like digital noise,
Yeah.
like it's not gross. But it looks like that classic 20th century like cinema.
I hate
look. It's absolutely stunning.
No, it looks so cool, but like
Yeah.
every time I'm in like one of my film classes and like, oh, we're working with physical film today. everyone's like, "Oh, that's so sick." And I'm like, "Fuck me!" Like,
My
I have
one
to
of my-
load it, and like to take
yeah.
it out, you got to put it in the tent. Like, it's such a pain in the ass.
One of my favorite memories from Emerson, aside from our many, you know, adventures together.
Careful how you answer this.
So I was in a 16 millimeter film class, and I was editing it, and you know, you have to like reel the whole thing around
Yeah,
on this
sucks.
table, and you have a monitor that's like no bigger than an iPhone, and you're like physically splicing the thing with like a you know, scissors essentially, and like tape. You're taping it back together. You're marking it. You're doing all this stuff. And during one of those editing sessions is when I got the email that I got accepted to the Disney College program for the first time. So like in that moment, like I like saved the song I was listening to, like I was like moving and grooving. It's like one of my favorite things I did on 16 millimeter. So like that project and that editing process and doing all of that is like one of my favorite memories, because that was like, it was such like a joyous moment.
But if there was no Disney, that sucks.
But okay, I actually really did enjoy the 16 millimeter like editing process, specifically because it was just myself, and I could like, it was like such a fun thing to like just, it was so tactical that you could just like put your hands on it and like, you know, do your thing. That like you could physically splice it and hang up different scenes, and you could see all the scenes like strung up next to each other, and then go back in and tape it all together. It was like, there was something about it that just like I really latched on. Yeah.
I mean, it's still like, it's like a piece of artwork. I mean, you have to.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you're just like physically crafting. I felt like I was just doing more than just like dragging and dropping shit.
See, okay, and ideally, like, let's say we're directing Avengers 9, right? Which is
that's the goal.
That's the goal. So I would love to be like, hey, we're going to shoot this on film. And then when it comes to like loading and editing, I'm like, someone else can fucking do it.
That's me.
I'll have Nick do it. I just want to see it and be like, that's sick.
Yeah.
There you go. We'll get Brooke on set.
You want to see it on like the monitor, and then you want to see the final product of it, but you want nothing to do with loading. You want nothing to do with shooting. You want nothing to do with editing.
And that goes for all equipment. I'll see it and be like, yeah, it looks sick. Let's go. And then you guys can do it.
I trust you.
I never took like a film class, but I did take several photography classes, and I felt the same, like in the dark room where we were mixing the chemicals and developing our own film, and I don't know, there's just like something about it just hits different.
Yeah, it's sick.
Now,
you're actually doing art.
The exact reason why I love to film, I love old home videos. That's like a segue for another time. But I'm like so into them. I have an actual camcorder with like tapes that I film on. I hate digital. I don't know, I just do. I love like actual film, so I guess I'm with Nick on this one. Sorry, Matthew.
No, listen. I thought we were going to team up on Nick, but whatever. Some of it I get. Like, me and Nick, we did a short film that's coming out this year that we shot on, like, VHS and, like, converted it to MP4. And even for, like, little spoiler alert, but even, like, for Greenlit, we're looking into, like, recording with camcorders and also, like, converting it and, like, doing it physical. So I think some of it's cool. It's just the tape. I just can't be asked to do it. I don't care. I'll walk into the red room and be like, "This looks sick. I'm gonna go get lunch now. Have fun," and I'm out of there.
I think for me, the reason why I really liked it, and I don't know how much I would really enjoy doing it now, because it is such a like painstaking, grueling, long process, and it's not like if you want to rip out and edit quickly, you just can't. Like, it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
But I think that's part of the reason why I liked it. Is because, like, you know, it was such a pain in the ass at Emerson trying to get, like, the equipment and all that. But, like, once you got it and you shot your stuff and, like, you had all the lighting properly done and all that, like, you, like, set yourself up for success, the editing part was awesome, because I am someone who loves animation but cannot draw and cannot paint. I can't do anything like what, like, a classic, like, artist would do.
Sure.
But I think there was something about that. Like, it took a long time, and I was physically doing something rather than just having it all be on a screen, that I felt like I was actually making physical art.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
So then when I like actually like came out with it, and you know, you could see like the grain, and you could see almost like where it cut. Like, you could see like almost like the tape mark that I put on it, and like a little bit. It was so cool. Like, I just like, I fell in love with it. It was
you're
really
just
cool.
more patient than I am.
That's fair.
Now also, Brooke, did you catch the one thing Nick said like 3 minutes ago?
What?
Okay. See, because
He
I
said
know
a lot.
this man.
He said a lot.
He said almost a little too much.
I do be talking.
You do be talking. But he was describing his beautiful editing experience when he got the Disney email. And he said it was so great. I was editing, by myself doing all this stuff. And I'm like, no, wait a minute. We usually edit together. So what are you trying to say
He's
here?
cutting you out already. Like, you're not the best man.
I know. I'm just getting thrown under the
fading
bus
out
in this
of all.
episode.
You're fading out of all of the photos, all of the videos.
I know. He said I have a big
Greenlit
ego,
is
which is
just gonna
fair.
be my show.
I'm not the best man. All of a sudden, he prefers to edit alone. Like, what is this?
No. There is something about
Guys, don't
doing.
Not in front of Brooke.
No. There is something about doing like particular things in art by yourself that I find like almost therapeutic, and like it's therapy for me. So I think with that, because we weren't editing like a ton together, I think it was something where I was, and it was still like a little bit after COVID, and I needed something that I was like, doing by myself, that I felt like I was able to progress by myself. Because, I feel like so many creative things require so many people, and sometimes having a lot of people and relying on so many people slows it down a little bit. So I'm not saying that you slowed it down. I'm saying that like I wanted something that I could do by myself at my own pace. And that was something, especially for class, that like I could take it on my own and like, make it my own thing. And then obviously once we started editing, especially like Tales, which is Brooke, like a mini series that we did together, that was great because we could just get in there. We knew exactly, without even speaking to each other, we knew exactly what kind of cuts we wanted to do.
Yeah, we did.
And we took turns actually doing the physical editing. We went back in and we like did it all up, and that was like really great. But to play into the bit of it all, I had such a fucking better time editing by myself.
Fucker. I was about to say, all jokes aside, that was such a beautiful answer, and I get it.
I totally liked it more by myself. Getting back to it, there was a musical adaptation of this movie
Yes.
about a decade ago, and it went on for a pretty decent amount of time. I don't think they do it anymore, but they did have a musical adaptation, which I thought was interesting. If you couldn't already tell, I did not find a lot about production on this movie because it seemed like it was a very normal production.
Fair enough.
It had a relatively small budget for what it did, and it did it really freaking well, and here we are.
For the musical version, did you go with Allison and someone else? No. Forgot to invite Brooke.
Now that I would not let go. Like,
that's crazy.
Ever after.
No, you'd be my first call. You know that.
You know that.
You know that.
So while the theatrical version was rated PG-13, the VHS version was edited to remove 3 swear words in order to be suitable for a PG rating.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
And the DVD and
you saw a
Blu-ray
different
versions are uncut. So if you saw it on VHS, you had a little bit of a censor, and then the DVD and Blu-ray, you got the full thing. You got the 3 curse words in there.
So what's on like streaming now?
Yeah, which one?
I assume it's the uncut version,
The regular one.
but I didn't notice like any glaring swear words.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't the first thing I picked up on, so I don't know.
I watched it totally legally.
Mm-hmm.
So when I watched it,
there was on Disney Plus.
It was on Disney Plus, dude.
It's on Disney Plus. I'm an idiot.
Yes.
I have Disney Plus. I did not know it was on Disney Plus.
You need to start texting me before you watch these movies.
So yours had
Every
like a
time
lot
it's
of swear words. Like, it wasn't the actual
Yeah,
swear
yeah,
words,
yeah.
like the bootleg.
He had it fully dubbed over, and it was just
That's
all
why
swear
Yeah,
words.
there was like that. There was one scene where Drew Barrymore's looked in the camera and went, fuck. That's so weird. Can't believe this is on Disney Plus.
She just
Insane.
like really hated Henry. Yeah, she got so pissed at him. That's
Because
crazy.
anytime it's a movie I've never heard of, I just assume it's nowhere on the internet and no one else has heard of it either.
That's fair. So
Also, Nick runs the show. He should text me. It's on Disney Plus.
Okay, but we
shouldn't-
brought up like 5 movies earlier to you that Nick and I have both like heard of or seen, and you're like, no,
Never seen it.
What's Beauty and the Beast? Never heard of it.
never heard of
Okay.
it.
I hate to say it because I know you guys are big theme park people, and especially Nick is a big Disney person.
What are you
but
gonna say right now?
I've never seen the Beauty and the Beast. Either of them. I know.
Either of
I know
them.
the story,
Are
obviously.
you
live
talking about live
action.
action?
Yeah, I didn't watch that either.
It's fucking insane. I've heard you say this
Isn't that
before on the
wild?
show, and every time I'm blown away.
I gotta
know.
go.
I
They're
don't know what
calling me.
happened.
I gotta go.
Brooke is no longer our guest.
I'm really sorry.
Brooke is now the co-host.
At this point, even
I'm not the best
I
man.
take that.
Yeah.
Don't you dare! That is a step too far.
Brooke is now the best man, and Pelton. And oh, sorry, we ran out of slots. You're now
Don't
out
you
of
dare.
the party.
Okay, you know what? Just because you brought it up, has your brother ever been on the show? No. Who's been on almost every episode?
No, because
Thank
you've banned
Thank you.
him from the show because
Thank
you're jealous.
you. Baby.
You're jealous.
I didn't want you to put that out publicly, but it's fine.
So what were you gonna say? You watched the show illegally, and you saw
Oh.
the uncut version.
Well, apparently, because they were swearing left, right, and center in mine.
Okay.
It was really dark. Like, it was really weird.
Perfect. Okay, I love it.
They said like it was 98, but a lot of it was like outdated slurs and stuff. I'm like,
Oh,
what?
Jesus
Why did
Christ.
Brooke pick this
Are you
movie?
sure
Like,
you watched the right movie? I know we're not at plot yet, but I guess we'll find
listen,
out.
the one I watched it was not on
You
Disney.
just watched
okay? Let me
Django
just say that.
Unchained. Jesus Christ. Okay, so the final note I have on production here is that because of the approach of the movie, they removed a lot of the like pantomime stuff of the Disney-fied adaptations of it. So it's very like gritty and real, and it feels like a more historical version of this story than it does like fairy tale version, which I appreciated, and we'll get to that more in the plot.
That's one of my favorite parts about the film, honestly, is that it's like supposed to be a real life story. Like you're in a real place, and it's there's no and Leonardo da Vinci is the fairy godmother, and it's magical.
Yeah, we're gonna get to him in a moment, because that threw me for a fucking loop. But now that we're talking about it, this movie reminded me a lot of Titanic. Like the way that it starts, the way that it ends, and the way that it is shot. Like I don't know, it just like it feels like a very similar structure. I mean, obviously Drew Barrymore doesn't drown, but
You're calling me out because I love Titanic.
yeah, I mean, hey, future episode.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I've never seen Titanic.
Oh, that's why you didn't immediately
Matthew.
understand what I was talking about.
No.
It starts with the old woman telling the story of how she was on the Titanic, and then it basically ends with her being like, "And that's the story."
Oh,
and
so
it's like a
League of
very
Their Own kind of
dramatic. I get, yeah, kind of, but yeah, and then it's like
Brooke, I'm
shot on film, and it's all this stuff, and yeah, Drew Barrymore does drown. Moving on to plot, we open with the Brothers Grimm being invited to a meeting with a dame. I forget her exact name, but who expresses her disinterest in their telling of Cinderella's story, which I thought was very interesting, considering it's basically calling out that this is not going to be the normal Cinderella story that we all know and potentially love, I guess, depending on the person. They are just outright calling out that they are, they're doing a more serious, like real life version of it. So she insists that she has the true story by presenting a glass slipper of the woman the story is based on, and she begins to tell them the real story, which is where we kind of fall in to the movie.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
Because I know you two are big Disney people, right?
Sure.
Brooke, would you say you're as big into Disney as Nick is, or is it like kind of a step below?
No, I'm pretty big into Disney. Yeah,
You're kind of on the same level? Mm-hmm. Okay, because I'm sorry, but I've never seen the original Cinderella.
You've already told us about Beauty and the Beast. Like, nothing can be worse than that.
Okay, perfect.
Like, honestly.
I've
never seen it. So, besides, like, the fairy godmother and, like, turning, like, a pumpkin into a cart and all that, what are the big differences between this and the original story?
Everything.
Mice? Wait, what'd you
I
say?
guess there are mice, too.
The fucking talking animals?
The
For
talking
one.
animals? The fairy godmother?
I watched this one, and I'm like, yeah, this
For
is Cinderella.
two,
What
as
am
I mentioned
missing?
previously, the like pantomime, like hamming up all the characters, basically Disneyfying all the characters. None of them feel like real people. They're all like, they're animated characters, so they're very animated. They like have like these extravagant personalities. It's not like, it doesn't feel like it's set in a real world. It's very fairy tale-esque. Like this movie's very like not as much
real.
fairy tale. Yeah.
And I feel like
Well, to a certain
Cinderella 2 in the animation is just kind of like, I don't know, like an aloof version of a woman. And I feel like Danielle is more real in her right and in that era. And
that's what I appreciated about this movie.
yeah.
So, like, story structure is still relatively the same. It's just like all the magical elements and like the characters, especially in the world, just making it more real.
Picture like a much better version of the adaptation of like Tomorrowland or Haunted Mansion, where it's like you have the things you have to hit in order for it to be considered a Cinderella story, but then everything surrounding it, like the glass slipper and the pumpkin doesn't even show up, but the evil stepsisters, which we'll get to, but like even they're different, which we'll talk about. But like you have the evil, stepmother and the father who dies, and the young girl who is now like a servant of the stepmother. Like you have those
all
plot
the stuff
points
you have to do,
but that's it. Like everything is much more exaggerated and like Disneyfied and fairy tale pilled and all of those things.
Now, okay, I know this might be kind of skipping to final thoughts, but I like this because I'm talking to two Disney people.
Sure.
And I have no Disney experience besides the one time Nick took me a couple months ago.
Right.
But I know both you have been like, the realism of it is something that you both really much enjoy about it. Is there part of you that kind of missed the Disney magic feel to it? Or are you so used to that you're like, no, fuck it.
I'm going to say
we
no.
like this new thing. Not at all. Really? Not at all.
I mean, also Cinderella was made... When did that come out? Was that the 50s?
50s, yeah.
So
Shit.
it's just
Like,
like
is that old?
the animation style is a bit old too. It's a little bit slower, so it's kind of hard to compare because Ever After is it feels so modern comparatively, even though it was still the 90s. Like,
Sure.
I don't know. I don't think people like I worked at Disney and everyone's like, you're gonna lose the magic, da da da, and that just never happens for me. I just enjoy like knowing the how and why and when and appreciating both.
Yeah. I feel like, Brooke and I are very similar in that regard. Pelton, I want to ask you, what Disney movies have you seen?
like when Walt was still walking the earth.
Okay, this is a fun segment for the show. I'm gonna run through some of the bigger animated films for Disney, and see how many you've actually seen. Are you ready?
Yeah, you're gonna be real mad at me, but I'm ready.
Okay, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Yes, I had to watch it for an animation history class.
You watch that, but you won't watch Beauty and the Beast? Come on, man.
No.
Okay, perfect. Dumbo.
Yes, because it freaked me out.
Okay, Bambi.
Yes, because it also freaks me out.
Okay, perfect. Let's see. Cinderella, no. Alice in Wonderland? You have to say
Parts.
Peter Pan.
No.
Jesus Christ. Okay, Lady and the Tramp.
No.
Sleeping Beauty.
That's the dog spaghetti one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Sleeping Beauty.
No.
101 Dalmatians.
Yes.
Perfect.
Somewhat recent. I wanted to watch Cruella, but I was like, I can't watch it without having seen 101.
So you watched the live action or the animated film?
Animated.
Okay, wait, the live action.
The live action one freaks me out.
What?
The lady scares me. Whoever it is, she scares me.
Okay, The Jungle Book.
No.
Aristocats.
What the hell is that?
Perfect. Robin Hood.
No.
Winnie the Pooh.
I thought that was like a show or something.
Okay, Rescuers.
No.
Fox and the Hound.
Nope.
Okay, Black Cauldron. No shot.
No one's seen that. Come on.
Great Mouse Detective.
That's not a real movie. What was it?
Great Mouse Detective.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw up.
All right, here we go. Oh, okay. Last one before we get to like the big boys.
Okay.
Or like the big boys.
The Renaissance.
Oliver and Company.
The fuck is that?
Okay, perfect.
You
Little
made that
Mermaid.
One up. That's a lie. Clips.
Okay. Rescuers Down Under.
Does Riding the Ride count?
No.
Then no, I haven't seen the full thing.
Rescuers Down Under.
You made that up. No.
Okay, Beauty and the Beast. No. Aladdin?
No.
Jesus Christ.
Isn't that crazy? I know.
The Lion King.
Well, we did that for Greenlit.
Well, we did Lion King 1.5, so I
prepped.
Yes, you had to. Pocahontas.
No.
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
No.
Hercules.
No.
Mulan.
No.
Tarzan.
No. I'm so sorry.
The Emperor's New Groove is one of the only ones you've seen, and it's because of this show.
It's your fault.
This is ridiculous. Atlantis, The Lost Empire.
No.
Okay. Lilo and Stitch.
Yes.
Thank God. We need a counter. Treasure Planet.
parts of.
Okay,
It was at a
Brother
sleepover
Bear.
and I fell asleep.
Brother Bear.
Yeah, that's a greenlit one. Eventually, yes.
Eventually, Chicken Little we've seen for the show.
Classic, best one you've
Meet the
you've
Robinsons,
mentioned. Yes.
which will be on the show. Yes.
So now we're getting to like greenlit stuff.
Yeah. Bolt.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. This is so insane. So yeah, you can tell the era that you grew up in because you're literally from
Exactly.
when we were kids.
I just never went backwards.
All right, Princess and the Frog.
No.
Didn't think so.
I
Tangled.
was no, I'm too old at this point.
Yeah.
I was like
New Winnie
not
the
as a
Pooh,
joke, I was
definitely no.
watching- I was
Brave,
watching Breaking
definitely
Bad at this
not.
point.
What else? Frozen.
Yeah, only because it was so big.
It's the
that I
biggest
was
movie of all time. Yeah,
curious.
Big Hero 6. That's a
Yes.
boy movie. Okay, great.
That's masculine enough for me.
Yeah. And then we're kind of in like newer era Zootopia.
Yeah, I think so.
Did you see Zootopia 2?
No.
Okay, great. Moana.
That's the one with the Rock, right?
Yes.
I've seen the like You're Welcome song.
Okay, great. Wreck-It Ralph. Did I already say that?
No, you didn't. I think I saw it on an illegal CD that my mom got in front of a grocery store once.
Okay. All right. Encanto.
No.
Okay, great.
No,
And then
no.
Garrett.
Knows.
I'm too old at this point.
Right. And then definitely didn't see Wish.
No, fuck no.
Yeah.
I didn't get the popcorn tin either.
I'm too old too. You know, like honestly, I definitely didn't just see Hoppers in the movie theater last week.
Okay, but I think Pixar. I'm sure Pelton has seen a lot more Pixar than he has.
That's
Yes,
what I'm saying.
that
like
is
you're
true.
wearing the fucking
Disney,
hat.
yeah.
Like I want to hear the Pixar
Yeah,
films.
Early Pixar, I'm there.
That is
All of that?
so insane, though. Like I guarantee you're like 70% no.
Nick, name the
Probably more
Pixar
than that,
films.
dude. That was bad.
Okay, let's do that.
Oh yeah, for people who don't know, I'm currently wearing a Pixar hat.
Because I think I have seen.
Way
'cause
more.
we've talked about that on the show, but before the Disney College program, I went ahead and watched every single Disney theatrically released feature-length animated film in order from 1 to 60 in the span of like 4 months.
Yeah,
And
doesn't
this
have
is-
time to see Titanic with me, but he has time to do that.
Nope. So, so I plan, and Pelton, I don't think I've told you this yet, but I want to do the similar thing for Pixar because I want to just do it and say that I've done it. So, just
Sure.
considering, but also Disney was mainly because I wanted the context before doing the college program, and also I hadn't seen a lot of the movies. But I feel like Pixar, I've seen almost all of them.
Yeah, about to say, are you missing any?
I don't even think so. So, Toy Story,
Yes, obviously.
I've seen it. Bugs Life, seen.
Yep, seen.
Toy Story 2 scene, Monsters
Best
Inc.
one of the
yes.
best one of the 4. Monsters Inc. Yes.
Finding Nemo, yes.
Yep.
Incredibles, yes.
Yes.
Cars, yes.
Yes.
Ratatouille, yes.
Yes.
Wall-E,
Yes.
Up.
Yes.
Toy Story 3,
Yes.
Cars 2.
No.
Oh, I said Brave earlier, but Brave is Pixar.
I've seen Brave.
Okay, Monsters University.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, Inside Out.
Yes.
Good Dinosaur.
I quit halfway through.
Finding Dory.
Yes.
Cars 3.
No.
Coco.
Yes, recently.
Incredibles 2.
Yes.
Oh, you finally watched Coco?
like a month ago.
Did you sob?
No.
How
Fucking
did you
incredible
not
movie.
sob?
It was fine.
All right.
All
You're full of
right.
shit. Toy Story 4.
Yes.
Onward.
No.
Last movie I
That's
saw
that one,
before
right?
COVID. Yeah.
Onward
Yeah.
is so good,
Soul.
actually, Loki.
Soul. No.
I think I lost 20 pounds in tears that day. Luca.
No.
Turning Red.
No.
Lightyear.
Yes.
This is where we've fallen off.
I
You've
did
seen
see
Lightyear, but you haven't
Lightyear.
seen Luca, Soul, and Turning Red?
I saw it in theaters.
Holy shit. Elemental.
No.
Inside Out 2.
Yes.
Elio.
No.
Hoppers.
No.
That's insane.
I was doing good.
You were doing great. And also the like post-COVID, like Soul, Luca, Hoppers, especially those ones. And then Inside Out 2 is great, but I was gonna say, especially those ones are like phenomenal.
I've heard, especially Soul, I've heard like such great things about it.
I personally love Luca, and Hoppers is just fantastic.
That's the one that's like in theaters now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lightyear, I was like, eh. Elemental, I was
okay.
like, Elemental and Elio, I was like, they're good, but they're not my favorite things in the world. And
Yeah.
then Turning
How
Red,
dare you.
I understand why people absolutely love it. It just wasn't for me.
Is that the one with the big red furry
Yes.
monster thing? Yeah.
Yes, Red Panda.
It's a panda.
It's a girl story, I feel like.
Okay, now wait. Before we move on,
Yes.
I said Toy Story 2 is the best of the 4. Do you guys agree?
You said Toy Story
2.
2. Okay,
It's
I go
either
back
2
and,
or 3,
I
in
go
my
back and
opinion.
forth on this all the time. I think it's either 2 or 3. I tend to lean 3 because I saw that
Really?
one. I have like very heavy nostalgia around 3, which we can get
that's
to in a later episode. But I feel like I lean definitely more towards 3, but 2 is up there.
Brooke?
I have opinions on all 3, and I love each one for very different reasons. One is
Okay.
like, it's a little old. I will admit, it's like a little old now. You know, you rewatch
It's
it,
the
you're
most
like,
dated,
you're like,
for
"Yikes."
sure.
But that to me was the kickoff of Pixar. Like,
I mean, it literally was.
It literally was.
literally put them on the map like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, incredible. And then 2 is iconic. Jesse, are you kidding? Like, I don't know. Everyone in that film is so good. I do really like the second one, but the third one is so beautiful. I still cry when I watch it.
Yeah.
Fair.
And the
Honestly,
fourth
fair.
one doesn't exist to me. I'm sorry. Like, we stopped at 3.
I know it's not canon in my eyes.
No, like, it doesn't exist. 5 coming out, like, will I see it? Yeah. But
Hey, Conan's in it.
it still ended at.
It looks fantastic.
And also,
I'm
like,
very excited about
I have the unpopular opinion of, I love a lot of Disney movies, but of the recent films, my favorite is Elemental. And nobody's on my level, you know, like, no one's as deep as me.
Favorite. I think that Incredibles 3, which was just announced, is being directed by the same person who directed Elemental. So, Brooke, you're in luck.
But, you know, I love colors, the score,
Yeah.
and Elemental is phenomenal, the characters. Also, I love my dad so much, and that's really like a daughter-dad story, so.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Yeah. No, it's
I was like, that came out of nowhere.
It's very fun. It is a unique
I love
choice.
my dad, by the
I
way.
love my
Just
dad.
put it out there.
I just need to let you guys know.
Just want to put it to the world.
I love my dad. Roger, if you're listening, love you.
We love Roger. I hope he listens.
Roger.
If you're listening, we appreciate you.
Love you, Roger.
Okay, so moving on after that insanity that was finding out what Disney movies
I'm
Pelton
really
has seen.
sorry.
So we see that, is it August? Is that his name?
Oh yeah, we're talking
Auguste.
about Ever After.
Auguste.
Auguste, her dad. We're back
Auguste,
on the dad
yes.
subject. Yes.
Not
And
as good
his
as Roger,
daughter, Danielle, who is our main
no
character, start a new life with Auguste's new wife, the Baroness. And I know she has a name, but throughout this entire episode, I'm going to call her the Baroness. So we're just sticking with that. This is the evil stepmother and her 2 daughters, Marguerite and Jacqueline. So we see that Danielle really gets along with her father, as well as her friend Gustav. But her life changes when her father dies on his way to some business travel, whatever he was doing.
Oh yeah, and doesn't he fall off a horse or something?
Yeah, and this kind of tracks to the Disney Cinderella, where it's like the dad's not there, he's gone, and then she kind of grows up, and then that relationship is splintered with the stepmother, and she kind of like falls to this servant role in the life of the family. 10 years go by, and we see that Henry, a prince of the region,
Some
I don't
other
know.
thing.
France.
France. Yeah, I think that's exactly it. He
trust her.
escapes from his family's castle due to an arranged marriage. He doesn't want to marry this poor girl, and we later find out she also doesn't want to, but we'll get to that. But yes, he escapes, and we see, we cut back to Danielle, who we see is a little bit older and has become Drew Barrymore. She is here. And she is a servant to the Baroness. She runs into Harry, confronting him for stealing their horse, and he agrees that if she stays silent about his actions, he won't have her killed for assaulting the Prince of France. He also gives her some money, which I think was a lot. It seemed like a good amount. I mean, enough to release a guy who was going to prison, supposedly. Right?
Apparently.
I'm still stuck on Nick calling the prince Harry.
Am I calling him Harry?
Well, you called him Harry a minute ago. It's Henry.
Oh, you know what?
Don't disrespect my movie ever again.
No. I have him in my notes as Henry everywhere else except for one place that I have him as Harry, and I read it as Harry. So apologies to Harry Styles and to Henry the Prince.
I told you we do a lot of prep on this show.
Yeah, we really do. We're
very well
doing
oiled.
Nick does a lot of prep.
Yeah.
Hey,
Damn,
I could have sworn we said we're going to team up on Nick today. I don't know what's going on.
We're turning the tides. Let's keep it going. So.
No, we should wrap up this episode, guys. We're running pretty late.
I'm sorry, Matthew. I'm holding it against you about Beauty and the Beast. I'll let it go now. I'm so sorry.
No, don't.
It's a bad one. I've had to hear it from Nick for years. I get it.
It's for good reason.
Drag me over the coals for Beauty and the Beast.
This is why, who's seen Beauty and the Beast? My brother. So Danielle wants to use the money to get Maurice,
have a good show,
another
guys.
servant who is the husband to yet another servant of the Baroness, back to work for the Baroness, but she is not for it. I don't remember why. Brooke, do you have that intel of why this guy was? Did he steal? He stole from her or something?
Yeah,
and then he got sent to prison or something.
No, I'm pretty sure because the movie evolves and we find out other things about the Baroness and what's going on with the estate. I think she sold him for a little extra quiche.
Oh.
And they couldn't do anything about it because obviously
that's right.
They didn't. France doesn't care. They're like, give us your.
Yeah, give us your guy.
Give us your guy.
They need
take
that
care of the
popcorn tin
chickens. Money. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. So Henry, not Harry. Henry.
Allegedly.
Yeah, we don't actually know.
I don't know what his name is.
Henry fends off a thief of a painting for an older gentleman, and it turns out it is straight up Leonardo da Vinci.
Wild.
And Henry saved the Mona Lisa. Which I was doing some research before Pelton, because I'm sure you have questions, which I did too. I was doing some research, and it seemed like the way that they portrayed Da Vinci with him walking around with the Mona Lisa is it seems like that was real. That was a thing that he actually did.
Oh, really?
He kept it in his possession at all times, and he kind of walked around with it. So I'm sure it was a bit more exaggerated for the movie, but it seemed like that was based in some sort of reality. That it could have been stolen, stolen from him off the streets, and then a prince could have said this could have genuinely happened.
I feel like a lot of things that happened in this film, they did a good job with the era that they were filming the story in. A lot of real life things that happened during that time line up with the story.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why they chose Leonardo. I don't know, but
yeah.
I'm just gonna go on a whim here and say Leonardo DiCaprio is DiCaprio.
Harry Styles and Leonardo DiCaprio.
I have this Titanic thing in my brain. I can't get over it. I'm assuming Leonardo da Vinci is not in the original Cinderella story.
Oh, he's there. No.
Trust me, he's there.
He is.
You gotta watch it.
No.
I knew it.
Yeah, no, you will not actually know until you watch the movie.
That's fucked up.
No, he does not show up, unfortunately. I was actually disappointed that I never got a 2D animated Da Vinci.
Leonardo da Vinci. I feel like that'd be awesome.
In Disney in my life. I feel like that would have changed a lot. He would have shown up in rides. He could have been an animatronic. That would have been sick.
Damn.
You know what?
No.
Quaywood Park.
Just
saying.
We'll
get him, dude.
That's my dream.
We'll have one of the actors walking around with a Mona Lisa, I guess apparently he did in real life. Mm-hmm. He just walks around hey, what's up? I'm Leonardo DiCaprio.
And then, yeah. You know me from Titanic, which Kelvin never saw. And then we have another actor come up and beat him up and steal his painting and run away, and all the kids are traumatized. It's gonna be a really great park, guys. Please invest.
Bring the whole family.
Is this
Quaywoodproductions.com.
A roaming character for the castle, or?
Yeah.
It's Igor in Magic Kingdom, yeah.
Exactly.
I get that reference.
Yeah. I love it.
He yells, "It looks like rain" to all the kids.
Yeah.
Just yells across the park.
So yes, Da Vinci shows up, and he is invited.
Awesome.
It's insane, and I love it. And I thought he was just going to be a throwaway, funny reference.
No, he
is legitimately one of the most important characters of this entire movie.
He becomes Henry's BFF, which I love.
Yeah, he does.
Such a weird duo.
I feel like most of this movie wouldn't happen if it wasn't for him.
Absolutely.
None of
Like
it
the
would.
whole thing unfolds because of Da Vinci, which is
Yeah.
insane.
Absolutely.
So he is invited to the royal court, and Henry tries to convince him to talk to his father and convince his father that the arranged marriage isn't for him. So again, he's using him as a plot device already. It's insane.
Dude, he is like the most crucial element of this whole movie, and I love it.
Yeah. So
It's like the ship would not have sunk if it wasn't for him. You know what I mean?
yeah. Exactly.
They would
That's
not
so
have been on
true.
that door. You guys get it.
The Baroness wouldn't have drowned on the Titanic if it
No.
wasn't. So we see that Jacqueline and Marguerite are not treated equally, which is, I think, like slightly like the movie, but it's not as exaggerated. Like they are like
really?
the evil stepsisters, and they are basically equal. But
Like in the
Jack-
Disney movie, they're like villains.
they are villains.
Yeah.
They are
Got it.
mean.
Okay.
They are like both very privileged. But this
figured,
movie,
to be honest.
Jacqueline is being treated almost like Danielle. Like she is not treated well. And we even see at the end, like she kind of smirks a little bit when things start to not go the
that's
Baroness's
true.
way. So this was definitely the biggest, aside from Da Vinci, this was like the biggest thing for me that I noticed that was completely different
The biggest
than
change.
the original movie. Yeah, aside from just shooting it straight and not exaggerating a lot of the the characters. So
But it worked for you guys.
I think it
Yeah.
worked. Like again, it was a very intentional choice, and I think it really worked for the way that they portray a lot of these characters. So it was interesting because it plays into like the real villainy of the Baroness. At least I
But
think,
that's true.
because
It's
like
like-
she like not only does she have her two kids that she thinks are better than everyone, but like even within her own family there is like intense
There's a favorite.
competition. And there is a favorite, and she is positioning one of them to be, the queen, and the other one kind of falls by the wayside. But it's interesting to see that motive in this rather than in the 1950s version in animation, where it's just like, oh, these are just my my kids that are evil, where she almost doesn't care.
Okay, I'm gonna save it till final thoughts, but I have a lot of interesting things about this movie as someone who has not seen Cinderella.
Sure. Anything
I'm just
anything
gonna
in
plant that
particular
seed.
for the scene, or just like overall thoughts?
Well, at first it was just the scene, and then the more the movie continued, the more I'm like, oh no,
It
I
became
think
like
this
a
is-
theme.
Yeah, it became
Okay,
like,
then
this
we'll
is kinda
save
how
it.
I feel about
yeah.
the overall
I
thing.
was gonna say if it's for a specific scene, we could talk about it just because we're here. But if it's
just-
overall, then we'll
Just planting a seed. That's
we'll plant the seed and we'll move on. So Danielle dresses like a courtier.
Courtier.
Courtier. You're killing it, by the way, with
right?
the accents and pronunciations.
I'm going over to Paris next week, and I gotta get the accent right. I'm not actually.
Say
but
what?
she dresses like a courtier and tries to save Maurice with the money that she got from Henry. And Henry himself shows up and releases Maurice. Now, I feel like as we kind of progress, Pelton, you'll know what I'm talking about because this episode hasn't come out by the time we're recording this. But in the Aragon episode, there were multiple times where I just said names and like things were happening with the names. There were lots of names. I feel like that's going to happen a lot with this movie.
Yeah.
Because again, it's like not high fantasy, but it is like in that realm a little bit where it's like a lot of characters. Also, I don't have nostalgia on the movie, so I still have to rely on like the subtitles for who these people are. So bear with me here as we continue.
The names are a little tough. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. I'm very happy I watched this movie this morning. So when you tell me these things, I remember what the hell you're talking
But
about.
as soon as it's laid down in an MP3, it's out of your head.
It's gone. It's gone.
God. So Henry's father, the king, offers him a compromise for the situation going on. So the compromise is, in 5 days, Henry must announce his bride to be, or he will do it for him. So this is where we get our drama and the stakes and everything that is going on in this movie. So there is a time limit where the fucking carriage is going to turn back to a pumpkin, but it's not
Hell
actually
yeah.
that.
No, okay. I was surprised by this. Because, again, haven't seen Cinderella, but I know it obviously like super well because it's such a famous story.
Yeah.
So I'm watching the movie, and at this point, I have figured out that, okay, this is Cinderella, but it's like a much more realistic approach. Like all like the kind of magical stuff is taken out of it. These characters feel real. The world feels real, etc. And then this happened where I'm like, oh, the 5 days window, it almost seems like such a Disney movie plot. That I'm like, especially going forward, I don't know if I even agree with this, but at the time, I'm like, I don't know if something that whimsical and Disney-esque fits in an adaptation that's taking such a realistic approach. You know what I mean?
I think it only does because they don't really mention it a ton.
Well, that's the thing. They have that scene and it's not really harped on.
But I feel like if it was harped on, then it would feel more like a Disney thing where it's like, this is the thing. Like there's so much stakes and you know, oh my God, like it's slowly like the you know, Marty McFly is like slowly fading away on the thing. And but I feel like it's not
Little Mermaid,
it's
isn't
not
it?
that.
Or doesn't she have like a couple days to find
yeah.
love, or she loses her legs or something?
But I feel like it's reiterated in that movie a lot.
A ton.
But I feel like in this one, it's like, this is your thing. And then we kind of just see days go by and we're not really reminded of it. And I don't know if that is necessarily a downfall, but I do think that it's interesting that this does like, it sets up the drama, but it almost doesn't like come back to it. So I don't even know how I feel about it, but that is what it is.
I'd say, Brooke, obviously like you grew up with it, but...
You're adding a little bit of spice in there, but I think the main part of the movie is like the love aspect of it. I don't think it's like the stakes.
True.
It's meant to be a romanticized, yeah.
Yeah, and that's why like Nick did say like the movie doesn't harp on it, and I think that was definitely a strength in retrospect. Mm-hmm. It was just, I remember when that scene hit, I was a little like taken aback. I'm like, oh no shit, like they're doing something that like whimsical in this.
Yeah.
But you're right. They almost do kind of pull it off because it's definitely not the focus.
Sure.
But I almost wish it just like, I don't know. I wish it almost wasn't in there. They somehow.
You wish there was like a timer in the bottom right hand corner of the movie
that was constantly going off.
Yeah.
2
4
minutes
days, 8 hours.
Maybe instead of like 5 days specifically, he was just like, figure this shit out quick.
Yeah, you
wanted
enough. This to like turn into a reality show where it's like Love is Blind,
I wanted Big
and
Brother.
then yeah.
They come out with
Island.
It's all security cam. Everyone's making out, like hooking up. That's what I want
Love
in
Island.
Disney movies.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be great.
Exactly.
I choose
So-
Henry.
His name's Harry.
So word gets out to the Baroness, and she sets Marguerite up to be that bride. Again, kind of pushing Jacqueline to the side. Though we see that Henry has eyes for the fake courtier that he met a few days ago, Danielle. Now, they meet as courtier and prince several times, even though Danielle almost blows her cover and he falls for her passion for life. Over and over, just her passion for things that she cares about. And, you know, he's falling for her the way that I saw it. He's falling for her because he sees her as this person in a high position that's having these like like not of the norm thoughts that a person in that position would have. So again, when he does find out that she's not of that status, he kind of freaks out a little bit. But it is interesting because it's like he falls in love with the ideals, but if he met Danielle as she was, as a servant, and she still had the same ideals, he wouldn't fall for her. So it is a very interesting look at like classism and that whole, you know, hierarchy in France at the time when this movie takes place, because yeah, it is just like an interesting thing when he starts to fall for her.
I would love to comment on that and get into a discussion about it. But
Did you fall asleep?
No. But I keep getting distracted because every time Nick says courtier, he flicks his hand up like he's Italian. And I can't stop looking at it.
I'm going to do it every time.
Courtier. I'm like, are you making spaghetti over there? What the hell's going on?
Mamma mia, the courtier. And the prince.
Like you're talking about these deep themes of class, but you're flicking your hands all around like there's meatballs all over the place. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Well, for the audience at home, there is meatball sauce just rolling down my
his
side of the screen.
apartment is just a full Italian kitchen.
Yeah. I keep looking over to them to tell them to stop talking because they're making too many meatballs in the corner there. But yes, it is. It is interesting. Just as we continue on with the romance side of the whole thing.
There is, okay. All courtier jokes aside, there is a weird discussion. I'm not smart enough to have it.
Okay.
But there's a weird discussion of is it true that if he met her and knew her actual position, he just wouldn't give a shit at all?
Yeah.
I think so.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would like to think he still would.
Yeah.
But like I don't even know his name, to be honest. I don't know if it's Harry or Henry, so I don't know the guy very well.
I think he was like really eager to be different than his parents and kind of like rebel.
Sure.
But there was still like a sense of tradition in him, and I don't know. I think maybe he would have talked to her, because I feel like him freaking out at the end, spoiler, was more so just him like in shock, like what Nick said. Like he was kind of like, wait a minute, like you've been lying, whatever.
Yeah.
Which fair.
Henry and Danielle, they spend a little bit more time together, and eventually they share their first kiss. So a lot of this like middle section here is them kind of like seeing each other. She's sneaking out, dressing up like the courtier, and seeing the prince. And hey, mamma mia! So yes, they share their first kiss, and this is kind of where things start to tumble very quickly, because they are now in love. So the Baroness and Marguerite plan to steal Nicole, who is Danielle's mom, her wedding gown and glass slippers for Marguerite to wear at the ball. Yes, lots of names, lots of things happening.
I'm trying to follow you.
I'm so proud of you.
And when Marguerite insults Nicole, Spirito, Danielle attacks and chases her. Marguerite retaliates by burning the copy of Utopia that Auguste, Danielle's dad, for the, following the names here,
thank you,
had given to Danielle. So she burns this, and she's pissed. So Jacqueline shows sympathy towards Danielle and criticizes Marguerite for her cruelty. Now, again, that is the other sister, who is not treated. She's not set up to be the queen, who is starting to have empathy for Danielle here, because Marguerite is treating her poorly. Yes.
I'm so excited that we're at this part.
So, Brooke, you said that this was your favorite part of the movie. Let's talk about it.
In my notes, I wish I could get like really close to the microphone sometimes and do like ASMR. In my notes.
I mean, you absolutely can.
I'll do it with my phone. In my notes, I have scenes of honor.
Yes.
And that is like my number one part, because not necessarily because of the story. I mean, obviously it is very dramatic. Like her, like Marguerite throwing the book in the fire, to me was ultimate betrayal. I gasped. I was gasped, gooped, everything when I was 9 years old.
And gooped.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gooped, yep. And I was like, you bitch. And so when Danielle punches her, you're just kind of like rooting for her in that moment. But then what proceeds after that is the one shot. I am a sucker for like a one shot. It's like a miniature one shot. But the fact that they that she chases her through the house, and I think I love it because it really has a unique way of like placing you in the setting of the film, and like it makes you feel like you're in the house or wherever. There's an amazing, we talked about the one shot in the studio. Yeah. There's like an amazing episode of one shot.
Oh yeah, that's true. There's also there's this incredible one shot in this short called A Triptych About Water, I think it's called. It's brilliantly written, brilliantly directed, it's
beautiful.
So good.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. I think it's on YouTube if you wanted to.
Okay.
It's so weird.
Yeah, you totally should.
Okay,
if you need something to fall asleep to, you can put it on.
I was gonna say, nice little lullaby for me.
Little background. While you're clean or something, just throw it on the back.
Yeah. But no, I completely agree that like this moment, it did make you feel grounded, and you felt like you were rooting for the character, and this was like one of the more triumphant, or I guess heartbreaking moments for her. So that was I'm glad that you noted that.
And a big bonding moment with Jacqueline.
Yes, for sure.
In the beginning, Jacqueline's kind of leaning, and she's looking at shit like, this ain't right. And then the more the movie goes on, she fully takes her side.
Right, and you almost notice from like, and I think this is really well done on the filmmakers, that they almost play into the fact that you expect those characters to both be evil. And then you almost like, you're almost playing this game of like, is she not? She's like glancing, and you have these weird moments. But then after this, you're like, oh, okay, they are playing her as like the, more poorly treated character, and not as just like this other evil stepsister.
Yeah, it was a nice twist, because I feel like an unusual portrayal of Cinderella, they're all evil. Like the sisters,
right.
The stepmom, everyone, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so, I would know.
Yeah, yeah.
You would know.
We gotta
Cinderella.
catch you
so
up.
evil. So I'm just sitting here. I'm like, oh, I guess they're evil in the other one. It's good to know.
Yeah. Oh, Cinderella's the
notes.
main character.
There's a pumpkin?
Yep. Yeah.
I didn't know that needed to be my mandate, like for you to watch the original Cinderella and Ever After.
Yeah, you
I
should
should have been the
have
first
prep.
guest
I didn't know.
to ask for two
It
movies.
is crazy that this version of Cinderella was the first one that you saw.
That I've ever seen.
It feels right, though,
crazy.
you know? Feels right.
Yeah, it does. For Greenlit, it does definitely feel right.
Yeah, I was about to say. For this show, maybe.
Exactly. So moving on with plot. So Queen Marie holds a luncheon with Marguerite and the Baroness, during which the two come to learn that Danielle is posing as a courtier.
Nice.
Courtier.
The Italianness is back.
Courtier.
Danielle meets Henry, who reveals that she has inspired him to build a university, and unable to reveal the truth about her identity, she flees the scene. She's out of there. So, the Baroness confronts Danielle about her deception and locks her in the pantry when she does not reveal the whereabouts of the slippers and the dress. And Gustave does Maurice a favor by going to the ball to recruit Leonardo DiCaprio to help Danielle escape. They prepared Danielle's attire for the evening as well.
You know what's great about that? You were saying that whole sentence. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know any of these names. I'm very lost.
Did you clock back in?
You dropped Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm like, I'm in. I got it. It's my favorite movie ever. I remember.
Yeah. It's beautiful. So Danielle shows up in my words, a sick dress.
No, like, not sick. It's like iconic, okay?
It is iconic.
Oh
it is
my
true.
God.
Again, this is the one image that I remembered from this
That's
movie.
true. That is just
it
like the
shows
one
up
thing.
everywhere. It's amazing. She has like the the wings and everything. It's so
Even
cool.
like I know, or like in the beginning of this, I said like the stepmom actress and like that whole character. Like I vaguely remember this. When the dress popped up, I had the same thing where I'm like, oh, I know.
Yeah.
Like just pop culture wise.
Right.
I've dreamt of
you know what?
wearing
It
this
is kinda sick.
costume maybe since I've seen the film. Like, every year, that could be my number one Halloween costume. I feel like I've told Nick this. I've told everybody this. Like, everybody knows this in my life. I have to find a way.
You've never done it?
Never. I just, because if I'm going to do
2026?
it, I'm going to go all out, you know? Like,
You're gonna do it right.
I need like a significant, like dress, like she has with the bodice and the corset and everything.
Yeah.
I need the wings to look legit. I gotta make
There
it.
has
true.
never been a better year than the year that you cover this movie on this show to dress up.
That is true.
The fans are gonna be expecting it now. I have to do it.
Exactly.
They're expecting it.
Exactly.
Nick, have I ever told you my dream Halloween costume?
Is it Leonardo DiCaprio?
I don't think so.
Maybe. No, it's not.
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you my dream costume, and there's a reason I've never done it,
Okay.
and you're gonna recognize the reason immediately.
Is it Cinderella?
Maybe. I want to wear the glass slipper.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so Brooke, I'm sure you don't know, and Nick, I've told him many times, but he always seems to forget. Great friend over there. But one of my favorite shows of all
dragged
time.
through the mud.
Such a Gemini.
Listen, you shouldn't have brought up the best man thing.
God,
No, one of my-
bring it up.
That's what I
I was
did.
gonna say, Matthew brought it up.
I brought it up, and then you agreed to doing a cardboard cutout. You've been so nice.
Yeah. I'm really trying my best.
Listen, I'm a difficult partner.
Growth.
Yeah.
You've seen growth here on this call.
What can we say? What can we say?
I recognize this. We're going to do couples therapy. It's going to be great.
During Titanic. Okay, go ahead.
One of my favorite shows ever is Justified with
Yes.
Timothy Olyphant.
I've never forgotten that.
Okay, good. Because he plays a U.S. deputy
can.
marshal in Kentucky, and he's awesome. And
Okay.
I love the show. My dad liked the show. We watched it together, so I have like a special connection to the show. And I've always wanted to dress up as U.S. Deputy Marshal Raylan Givens. But I'm like, if I'm going to do it, if I'm going to dress up as U.S. Deputy Marshal Raylan Givens, I got to do it right. And the problem is that Timothy Olyphant in the show is fucking jacked. He's in like the best shape of any man ever.
So you can't be like
Get a muscle
just
suit.
yourself as him.
No, well, you know what happens is every
Poor muscle
year
suit.
in like I could do muscle suit. Every year in like February, I'm like, you know what? This is the year I'm gonna do it, and just for Halloween, I'm gonna get shredded. And then cut to like August, September, and I'm like
I've given up.
Dominoes and
That's
Dunkin'. I'm like, oh, whoops, I forgot.
That's a big commitment. Like, honestly, you're not like
It's
going
a
out for a
commitment,
roll.
but imagine.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
That'd be so
insane.
sick. One day, you know what? One day you're gonna be in that dress with wings.
One day.
And I'm just gonna look like Brad
So,
Pitt from Fight Club. and
I'll
it's gonna
say
be
it
great.
again. There's no better year than 2026 of us covering this movie on this show.
Okay, we didn't cover Justified.
I know, but you brought it up
Yet.
in this episode. So it's now official canon. So yeah, so she shows up in this dress and the glass slipper from her mom. And Henry stops his dad from announcing his engagement and he rushes over to Danielle. And before he can announce his engagement to Danielle, the Baroness exposes her for being nothing more than a servant.
Then a loser.
So, yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
So
I'm
Henry,
fully on her side.
again, as we talked about a little bit before, he is immediately pissed
Disgusted.
right off, disgusted.
Disgusted,
And Leonardo
right?
DiCaprio goes to comfort Danielle, and he says, "You can join me on the Titanic." But he finds only a slipper left behind. So again, kind of following the movie. Again, because like the slipper is left behind, but it's not exactly the reasoning, because she has to run off in the movie because the everything is the fairy godmother puts a thing on her, the spell on her, and she gets the dress and
at
the,
midnight or
the
something.
pumpkin, and then the midnight
Her
strikes and she
dress.
runs away. So it's not exactly the same reasoning, but
That's
it's
a
the
great
same
recap, by the way.
Exactly, the same. I mean, most people fucking know it, so I don't have to explain it. But
Pumpkin and the godmother at the time.
yeah.
You
And
know
these all start to melt, and yeah. But yes, the slipper is left behind regardless. So Henry agrees to marry Gabriella, the initial, bride to be. But during the ceremony, he realizes that she also loves someone else who's in attendance, and he calls off the wedding and seeks out Danielle until Maurice and Jacqueline inform him that the Baroness sold her to Pierre Le Pew.
Pew.
There you go.
Now following the ball.
Italian's gone. Now you're getting like macaroons and shit. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. We're back to France here. So Henry sets off to rescue Danielle, only to find that she has freed herself, and Henry professes his love for her and proposes marriage by fitting the slipper onto her foot, and Danielle happily accepts. Now, the royal court summons the Baroness, Marguerite, and Jacqueline, and as punishment for lying to the queen about Danielle, the Baroness is stripped of her title and threatened with exile to the Americas, because this is like a giant threat to the whole fucking movie, is that not only are they going to get banished, but they're going to get banished to fucking like Ohio or some shit.
Honestly, I get it.
Be banished to the Midwest.
But yes, the Baroness is threatened with exile to the Americas alongside Marguerite unless someone speaks for her. Danielle appears and instead asks that the Baroness be shown the same courtesy that she has shown her. This is a slick little move here. Baroness and Marguerite are reduced to servants in the palace laundry. So,
You know what,
Leonardo...
though?
yeah.
Is it... Sorry, I was going to ask. What's worse, being a servant or like living in Ohio? You know what I mean? like living in the Midwest.
I mean, listen, to all of our Ohioans out there, I did not say that. So you just know that I respect you, and I hope you're living a
I
great
actually love
life.
the Midwest.
Yeah, it's fantastic. But yeah, so they're reduced to her previous role, and Leonardo da fucking Vinci reveals a painting that he did of Danielle, and it is revealed that our storyteller from the beginning is the great-great-granddaughter of Danielle, and the true point of the story that she told is that she lived, and all is well in the world, and that is ever after. So we did it. We're here at the end. Final thoughts. Brooke, as our special guest today, I'm going to start with you. What are your final thoughts? Did this movie hold up? What were kind of your big takeaways this time around?
I've just been like smiling the whole time. I'm so happy we're talking about this movie. It is truly one of my favorite films. Like we said before, I'm like so big on nostalgia, and this movie just hits every time. It's a feel-good movie for me. If I'm feeling low, I'm feeling sick, this movie always delivers and never gets old. I feel like it's a classic for me, and it's gorgeous.
That's so interesting, because I agree with what you're saying, and I want to touch on the you being sick and watching this movie portion, because I have like a small list of movies that I always go back to when I'm
too.
and like I found out over the pandemic that Call Me by Your Name was absolutely on there. Like I always go back to that, and I fucking love that movie, but I only ever watch it when I'm like really down for the count. And so this is one that you watch when you're ill.
This one, and oddly enough, like my number one sick movie is Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
No way.
Great choice.
I don't know why. It just
a good one.
It just makes me feel good.
No, that's really great. I think for me, it was so fun and really well made. It was a nice like kind of pivot from the original story. And again, it was like beautifully shot. It was the acting was great. You had the Leonardo da Vinci jump scare, and he plays a significant role in the movie. Like that was really fun and interesting. And I just honestly I did really, really enjoy it. I just don't know if it's one that I would like go back to all the time.
No, and I get that.
Like I respect the hell out of it and I love it. But it's almost like Pan's Labyrinth, where it's like I respect the hell out of it and I love it so much, but it's not one that I'm returning to like once a year or like once every other year.
I think that's very true for a lot of old films though. A lot of nostalgia works in that way. Like
Sure.
if you didn't watch it as a kid and it's not part of your like DNA, you can watch it and appreciate it, think it's a good film, but like you're never gonna be into it like I am, or something like that.
Yeah.
So.
Sure. Yeah, I have my movies that I've latched on to. So while you're watching Ever After and a lot of other good movies, I'll be watching Paul Blart and Emperor's New Groove,
Fokker.
and all
Meet
those.
the Fockers? Is that
Pelton.
No, but we should.
Yeah. Pelton, final thoughts. Let's hear
Okay.
them.
Well, for a lot of this episode, especially during plot, I've kind of bitten my tongue on my thoughts on this movie.
Yeah, let's hear them.
Oh no,
'Cause, okay.
Matthew.
I know. Listen, I've disappointed you a lot today, and I'm gonna do it again.
How much of that stays in the episode? We'll see.
We'll see. But this movie wasn't really for me.
That's fair.
Well, you're
I'm
not
not
a
gonna
period piece guy, so I get it.
Well, okay. There's two reasons. Where one, like this type of movie, and I feel bad saying this because I know like I almost fall such into the stereotype of a guy, but
You're like a Pirates of the Caribbean, Indiana Jones boy.
honestly,
Transformers, ships, planes, cars.
But I'm a big like MCU Star Wars
Blow it
guy.
up.
Like I kind of grew up in that realm.
Yeah.
So this was just stuff that never really appealed to me, like in the first place. So I was watching it, and I had that moment, and you said it actually like much better than I ever could. But I had that moment where I'm watching it. I'm like, okay, I can tell this is a good film, and I respect this film. And, like, it looks great, the acting's great, etc. But like, it's just so not up my alley. And this is almost like, not in a bad way, but this is almost something like I would watch on a date, and the date chose it. You know what I mean?
No, that's fair. I have the yeah.
And I'm like, I watch it because I'm into the date, but like, I would never put this on.
Yeah.
I'm a girl,
And then
so I get it.
There you go. Like, honestly, you know what I mean? Like, so there's that aspect of it where like this genre and stuff just isn't really like the audience I'm usually a part of. You know what I mean? But I have like a lot of respect for it. I don't look down on it in any way because of that. And then the other one, which I think is super interesting, especially talking to two Disney people, is like I said, I have not seen the original Cinderella. But like, I'm very aware of the story.
Yeah.
So this being my first Cinderella experience in a way, you could tell, at least from my perspective, I could tell that it is a story that should have all these magical elements in it. And like, not that I felt like something was missing, but when I watched it, I'm like, no, this feels like they took it out.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that works without knowledge or like appreciation for the original. This is my first time, and it just felt like something was missing the whole time. I'm like, no, I want that Disney magic in it. Like, you're like, yeah, this stepmom is just like this super evil villain stepmom. She's basically a cartoon. And I'm like, yeah, but like, I almost wish it would. That's what that was, because you could tell that's what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, I think having seen Cinderella so many times, I do have that appreciation. I feel like Brooke is the same.
This probably plays great.
Yeah. So I'd be curious to almost like re-look at this movie with you, like with the context of having seen Cinderella and then wait a little bit and rewatch it and kind of see your thoughts then. But that is fair, not having that context and also being like a boy's boy with movies, and that's fair. No, actually, the reason why Brooke and I talked about doing this episode is because one of her first movies that she pitched was A Little Princess, and I was like, "There's no way that Pelton is going to get through that episode at all." So let's do this one first and test the waters, and then we'll see if we can do Little Princess. And turns out, I don't think we can. So no.
I'm still down.
No. We're totally doing it at some point. We're definitely going to have Brooke back. Yeah.
As like an example, it's almost like if someone watched Scary Movie before they watched Scream.
Yeah.
That's me. I've never seen Scream.
Have you seen Scary Movie?
Absolutely. I love that film.
Oh, but you still loved it. Okay,
I love it. Yeah. You know what I was going to say about your views on magic, on sparkles and things like that, which I get. It's interesting coming from you though, because you're not like a Disney guy. So it's interesting that you're looking for that.
I'm converting him.
He's converting.
But but I do think that there is magic in the film. It's just not conventional to the original story. Like we talked about the way it was filmed and the set design, the way like the landscapes in the film, the hues, the textures. That to me is like the writing is so rich. The names of the characters, I don't know. I think that's why it was so like
that's true.
Whimsical to me as a kid. It was really, in that way.
So before our final thought on this film, Pelton has implemented a new ranking system that he wants to do for every episode going forward. And because we're making episodes, it does not line up that it's every episode consistently.
Not at all.
But we're doing it going forward. And basically how it works, Brooke, is he ranks the movie based on whether or not he would buy it on a 4K Steelbook, on a resale, or like on a discount. Or the third row down is he would watch it on streaming, and then at the very bottom is would like never watch it again.
That's correct.
So Pelton,
look at you, damn, you're on that.
I'm gonna throw it over to you, and I didn't even write that down. That was off the
know,
dome.
like I'm impressed.
Pelton, where?
Sorry, I'm clarifying what the third one was.
So the third one was
stream it,
watch it on streaming.
Okay,
but wouldn't own it. So like if streaming went away and the internet shut down, he would be fine without owning it.
And I've recently been told it's on Disney Plus, so perfect.
Yes.
Didn't know that.
So Pelton, where does this fall for you?
That was going to be my answer, watching it for free on Disney Plus.
Okay, well, I thought this rating system would be really cool, but every single time it's come up, my answer is always I would stream it.
Yeah, and every single time you forget that it's a new segment of our show.
Yeah, I always and
I have now implemented it into the notes,
which I appreciate. I was all ready to go. Okay, let's go Greenlit, then go eat like Olive Garden or something.
Yeah, exactly.
You got me in the mood for Italian. I'm definitely getting like a cannoli.
Olive Garden.
The fact that you just mentioned Olive Garden, Matthew,
that's crazy.
Like major points. Like you just went like from here.
That's crazy.
Like, Olive Garden fucking rocks. Are you kidding me? I love Olive Garden.
Oh my god, should we go?
Dude, that's Ollie G's right there. Oh, we're so... Listen, you've been talking Italian the whole episode. We are so...
Mamma mia.
Good, yeah.
Nicole has no choice.
Yes, but so ranking.
Well, I feel bad because I've answered the same thing every single episode. And I thought, like, for some reason, the movies would be more diverse in this ranking system. But
We've only done it for like 3 episodes, to be fair. 4 episodes.
That's true. I think it's 4. I think this might be 4 or 5. But this ranking system might work better for just like normal movies I go to see in theaters instead of Greenlit movies.
Sure.
Because once again, I would just stream this on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
But if the internet crashed and burned and Disney Plus was gone, I wouldn't be like, man, I wish I owned Ever After.
I
think I'm okay.
I feel like I'm very similar. I was torn between buying it on sale and then watching it on streaming. And I think I landed on watching it on streaming because I don't think I would go back to this super often.
You know what I mean?
But it's one where, again, if the internet doesn't crash and burn, I would eventually go back because I did enjoy this movie. I think it's quite a good film.
Yeah, I mean, again, if I was with someone who's like, hey, like I really like that movie, let's put it on. I'd be like, sure. Like,
yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't mind at all.
Definitely. And Brooke, I assume that this would be one for you where you would buy it on 4K Steelbook.
Yes, I mean, you already know that I still own the VHS. I have the DVD.
Oh, there you go. So you already own it.
And it's streaming for free on Disney Plus. And now Matthew knows.
We all knew that before the episode.
But I have started like buying films that I really love and because I can't stand when I look up a movie to see if it's streaming and it's not, and I'm just like, okay, why? Like,
Yeah.
I get so frustrated.
Especially for Greenlit, it's tough.
Yeah, so if it's a movie that, like, every Christmas I watch White Christmas, and so I have bought that movie on Amazon Prime, and so I've started to do that slowly, where I'll buy just, like, films in a digital space, and Ever After is one of them.
Oh, beautiful. So you do own
go.
this.
So you
in
already own it.
multiple forms.
I do.
So you're already knocking it out of the park. Okay, so one final thought on Ever After. I can't believe this got greenlit. We did it. We talked Ever After. Brooke, thank you so much for being on the show and bringing this movie into our lives, because it was quite a fun time. And again, one I'm excited to talk about again after Pelton actually watches Cinderella.
Yeah, I do actually genuinely want to watch Cinderella and then rewatch this and see if I still agree with my take. But can I officially request next week we do like a Braveheart or like a Gladiator or The Matrix?
With Brooke?
Yeah, Brooke can come back.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I can do, like, Patriot or...
Done.
Yeah,
Consider it done.
Yeah, we could do John Wick. So
No! Boo!
Brooke, thank you so much for being on the show. We truly, truly appreciate having you on, and yeah, this has been fun.
Thank you so much for having me. I actually had a lot of fun talking to you guys and finally meeting Matthew.
Don't sound so
You don't
surprised.
have to just say that because
I was, like,
we're
shocked,
no.
honestly. I was really dreading this.
I actually really had a good time.
Yeah, wow, I was blown
This
away.
would suck ass.
I mean...
Thanks.
No, but this
Remember,
is
Nick,
amazing.
she's your coworker.
I'm big fans of you guys, and it was a lot of fun. So thank you for having me.
Oh, please.
Aw,
That's so
shucks.
sweet. That's so
Gonna
sweet.
make me blush.
To the audience, I promise we didn't pay her to say that. That was organic.
I cannot make that promise personally.
And to the audience, thank you all for listening. Tune in next week for a very special episode and the start of a new miniseries on the show called The Summer of Sequels. We've been teasing it for nearly 2 years now, because summer only comes once a year, and we missed the mark. So tune in next week for the first ever episode of Summer of Sequels, and we are covering Hoodwinked 2, but also the name is Hoodwinked TOO, so Hoodwinked also. Hoodwinked 2 with a very special guest, the co-director, co-writer, co-composer. He's basically did everything for the movie. Todd Edwards is on the show, everybody. We got the guy from Hoodwinked, and we're talking Hoodwinked 2 next week. Bye.
Wait.
Way more impressive than me, I will say. Wow, how are you gonna end it with that?
Hey, all right, take it easy. I know we've recorded for 2.5 hours.
Yes.
But I have been saving this for the end of the show.
Okay.
Because for the first time ever, I've always wanted to do it. We've never been able to do it because no one listens to this show. But I want to shout out a fan.
We have
Because
fans?
Nick, I don't know how closely you follow the social media and stuff like that.
I know that we have fans.
We got
I'm just doing this
the
for myself.
nicest comment from someone a couple
great.
days ago.
Okay.
And I want to shout them out because it was so beautiful.
Okay.
And it's the first real nice comment we've ever gotten.
Shoot.
And you don't know this.
Okay.
You did not read this, right?
No, I don't know
Oh,
about this.
even better. Okay, we're gonna get Nick's live reaction.
No, are you joking with me? Is this a shitty
No,
comment?
this is completely real.
Okay.
This is a real YouTube comment left on Mrs. Doubtfire.
Okay.
From the username. Oh shit, I should have prepped.
Oh, now you
feel
know
like
how it
you-
feels.
I know. How do you do this, dude?
I really try my best.
The username Davikiro. Davikiro.
Perfect.
It's DVAQUEERO.
You nailed it. See?
Kind of, right? Davikiro? I don't know.
Now you know how I feel.
Davikiro.
Dude, this sucks. I'm so happy I'm the co-host here. Maybe she's Italian.
Maybe.
Maybe they're Italian. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just assumed it's a woman because, I'm an attractive guy. She probably is trying to slide in, you know what I mean?
We don't do video for this show.
No, we don't at all. No idea what we look like. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
I love how down-to-earth y'all's videos are. It feels like a hangout sesh with friends where we're just talking about random stuff that has to do with nostalgic childhood movies. Y'all clearly have a script you follow, but it's very loose, and you guys aren't afraid to go off on tangents about things and look up things during filming. Little does she know that most of it is cut. Because holy shit, you should hear the raw audio.
Yeah.
It's clear y'all have done your research too. I do nothing.
That's a first.
So that's just for you, Nick. I don't get that one. You guys have very fun personalities and you bounce off each other so well. Great commentary to listen to while making art. 12 out of 10 channel. Subscribed right away.
Aww.
Wait, and
I
this
was,
is
like,
someone that
blown
we
away.
don't know?
Not that I know of. Unless
Fuck
you
it, we're
hired
never
someone
ending
to
this
That was
show.
actually
comment.
me,
That was the
guys.
nicest thing
That-
on
that
the
was
It was
me.
Brooke.
That is so insanely sweet. And if
It was beautiful.
if that person who Pelton clearly butchered their name, if
so
that
sorry.
sweet individual is listening to the show, all I have to say is, one, thank you for listening. And two, head on over to Apple Podcasts and put that exact review as a 5-star.
Okay,
It would
you
really
don't
help
have
us out.
We have
No, I'm
one
just
nice
joking.
person
I'm
and we're
just
like,
joking.
go do shit for us.
I'm just joking. No, we really appreciate that. That's truly like so kind, and also a reason why we keep this show going is for the fans. Although we've said multiple times that we would do the show even if no one listened.
Yes, we would.
Because we just we like talking about old movies.
No, but it was so
That was
nice.
so
I just-
sweet.
I read it and I was like, wow, that really blew me away. So I wanted to shout it out at the end of the show.
It's it feels like a fairy tale ending, much like the movie we covered today.
See,
And-
I bring the magic.
It's you are the magic. And
Thank you. I agree.
We will talk to you all next week. Bye.
See ya!
This has been a Quaywood audio production.